I'm Glenney, and this is our intermediate advanced level combo class with music and motion. Here we go. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Just relax and groove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. Choose and 4. 2 and 4. 1, double, 1. Double time, 1. Double. 2 and 4. 3, 2, 1, 1. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Double, 1. Double, 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 double. Double time. I don't know what I'm doing. Double circle. Cross behind. 1. Double time. Make sure you don't jump into our crimples. We want to stay grounded. Changing. Double time. Same to the heels. Double time. You can stamp 2 double paradiddles, 2 stamps. Now a double with a crawl. Step heel, fall heel, then repeat. Same thing. 1. Double time. Here we go. Same feet. 2. Step heel, touch ball, step heel, step. Double time. 8. Woo! Okay, good start. Now Welcome to class. Like I said, I'm Mike Glenney, and this is Music in Motion's free intermediate advanced level class. Very excited to be joining you guys again, and thank you so much for joining in. Today, we obviously already warmed up a little bit. You can tell my feet are still warming up too, because I missed a couple sounds in there myself. But yeah, so we did a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to get into a quick technique exercise. Good for our cardio, good for our stamina. And and then we're going to get into a bit of a combo. So a little bit of everything today. Just before we actually get started with our technique exercise, I want to give a shout out to Everett Smith and Six Toe Tap Boards for hooking us up with this beautiful practice floor. Honestly, it's a lifesaver, especially right now. And we've even got a promo code with Music in Motion. That is our promo code, Music in Motion. If you order a board and share that, you will save $5 off your purchase. So a little bit of good in everything, right? Now that we are all warmed up, let's get into some technique. Now, we are going to do a little bit of a brain exercise today. For an advanced class especially, or an intermediate advanced class, these steps are very, very easy. And what we're trying to do right now is not going to be necessarily doing something that is insanely hard on your feet. We are going to do something that is insanely hard on your brain. Okay, clearly I've been in isolation too long, but that's a side note. The steps are here. It goes shuffle, toe, shuffle, dig, heel. 1, 2, 3, we go. Shuffle, toe, shuffle, dig, heel. Now I'm doing the wrong rhythm right now. There's no pause after that toe. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we transfer our weight because now we're doing the same thing on the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more time. 1. We go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Right side, then left side. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, there is no pause in between. Right now, we're taking an 8th note rest. We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no pause. It's going. Here's where it actually hits. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then to transition 3 and 4. Let's break that down and see where the transition is side by side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It now starts on and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Make sense? So one more time. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. If my shuffles look weird to you as well, please don't worry, I'm not broken. These are just our relaxed ankle shuffles that we've been playing on in the relaxed ankle series. So yeah, just catch up. That's okay. If you're doing regular shuffles, that's okay today. That being said, if you missed the relaxed ankle technique series, I will say there's a lot of people that I talked to, or not a lot of people, a couple of people I talked to in the intermediate advanced kind of level realm, that when I talked to them about this, they said they didn't realize that was for them. And absolutely it is. If you see the last two, ooh, they get tough. That last one especially is really crazy. If you're one of my regular students, the first part will all be review, but specifically part 2 and 3 are going to be really good to get into if you haven't already. But for everyone, part 1 is helpful as well, especially if you haven't trained with me before. 1, 2, 3, we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can start the whole thing on the left. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy enough, right? Really, we're not doing anything crazy yet. So one more time, the last time before we add on what's actually going to make this a little cute. 1, 2, right and left. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Now, I want you to try counting it with me. Yeah, so just 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to say all the ands and stuff. You can if you need to, but try it with me. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, okay, before we get into that. 1, 2, 3. Counting in your head? Not that I don't trust you. Not that I don't trust you at all. But count out loud. Hold yourself accountable to that. Counting in your head, it's really easy to stop. Counting out loud, it's really obvious when you stop. Yeah? So say it out loud. It's going to help you out. 1, 2, 3, you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd we do? Should we try it a little slower once? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. If you need to see the ands and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1. Faster. 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Keep saying it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. How'd we do? Now, we don't have to clap now. No, sorry, we don't have to count now. Now we're going to clap that instead. Now, I practically heard our groans through it. I heard, ugh. Some of us don't mind this. I know I've got some people watching this that do. Let's try clapping just the quarter note. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I just did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we're going to hit it. Let's do it a little slow for our brains. 1, 2, 3, we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, clapping stuff at the same time as dancing, it can be very tough, and that's why it's in this class, and we're actually not, this is still like the beginner intermediate version of it, so it gets harder in a minute. But a lot of people have trouble with this, and it's because they don't have a good connection to that beat. If you need to add like a little like a little bit of a groove to it, definitely do 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Well, I don't know what I'm doing with my feet, but if you need to add that kind of feel with it, please feel free. A little bit of a groove definitely can help. 1, 2, 3, 4, like, and that can help in all your dancing. All we're trying to do is keep that really clear note in our head, that really clear connection to the beat. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll add on. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what can be a little weird about that is because on the first one, you're doing it on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going on the sha, ho, full, heel. The second time, it's going full, sha, step, right? So it actually changes. It alternates which steps it's on, and that can be a little confusing with our brain if we're trying to think shuffle, toe, shuffle, step, shuffle. It can get in our heads. We want to make sure that we're keeping that connection to the beat, not the steps. Now that we've done the beginner intermediate version of this, we'll call it, let's move it more into that intermediate than intermediate advanced level. Before we do that, it's going to help to have a little bit of background information, or not background information, but general information, and some of this it might already know this. In music that's in 4/4, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or the type that a lot of us might count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's typically two main groups of accents. It's either on the 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or on the 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that can vary based on type of music or whatever else. The most common of those is the 2/4. And you hear this in almost all jazz music. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there's like that clear accent. And now you also know why I'm a dancer and not a singer. But now the 2 and 4 happens mostly in jazz, or in almost all jazz music, but also in some pop, some everything in every style. Whereas that 1 and 3 happens more so in some pop music, some hip-hop music, like rap hip-hop, country music, it pops up a fair amount. So it can be a little bit everywhere, and it's really just a musician's choice where that accent sits, but it'll feel kind of wrong to play the opposite over top of it. That being said, it's like that one person that's clapping 1, 2, 3, 4 when the audience is going 1, 2, 3, 4, and they just kind of stick out. That's kind of the thing, but you'll hear it. With that, what we're going to do is instead of clapping every quarter note, we're only going to clap one of those pairs. Let's start with the 2 and 4 because it sits a little bit better in our bodies. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's break it down. Let's try it at least a little slower. 1, 2. Just get that clap in our bodies. 3, 2, 3. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did we do? It might feel like one of those like monkeys with the cymbals just going ba ba ba, because it can be a little bit awkward. But don't worry if you just feel like you're just clapping randomly. Just try and hone in on that beat and find it and really try and sit into that groove. Let's do it a little bit slower. 1, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. We go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other foot. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did we do? If you need to go back and do that again a couple more times, please do. Let's try a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Now, I'm counting out loud not only to help you, but it also makes it so much easier. So I would encourage us very much to say it out loud. I promise it seems funny, but it'll help you out just so that you've got that connection to our beat. Let's try the 1 and 3. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Let's try the 3 slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd we do? One more time. A little faster. 1, 2, 3. Join me in a clap. 1, 2, 3. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I would call this the intermediate version of the exercise. Okay? The intermediate advanced version is where we then switch between them. Da, da, da. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do twice with the 1 and 3, then twice with the 2 and 4, then twice with the 1 and 3, then twice with the 2 and 4. The trick here is the transitions. If I just finish the left side, let's do the left side 1 and 3, and then figure out the transition to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so then you've got that extra hold. It'll feel extra long. 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah? Let's do the same thing with the 4, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so then it goes 4, 1, 2. It happens right at the same time. The other thing is sometimes I'm slightly off. But we want to make sure that if I'm going and clap at the same time, it actually happens at the same time. It's not, it's right together. Yeah, make sure that happens at the same time instead of, yeah, it shouldn't be like an echoey, flammy sound. Let's try that. Right, left, 1 and 3, right, left, 2 and 4, right, left, 1 and 3, right, left, 2 and 4, all in one nice row. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did we do? Not too bad, I hope? Cool. So now that we've done the intermediate advanced version of this, it's time to get into the advanced version. What we're going to do, and some of us might be rejoicing at this, is you're not having to clap anymore. We're done with clapping. But I still want to hear the accents. So no more clapping. We're going to make all those accents within the steps with our feet. So the twos will sound like this. I'll show it to you once, then we'll go over it. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we try it? We're going to go really slow first. Keep counting, keep being aware of it. All you're doing is adding a little extra oomph. Remembering, how do we make an accent with our feet? There's two ways. You either make all the other sounds quieter or you make that sound louder. But of course, you're all like me, we're overachievers, we're going to do both. So make everything else quieter and the accented sound louder. 1, 2, let's go really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we do? A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go a little faster. So it's tough. Keep counting, and that's going to help so much. If you try and just like muscle through and try and follow, it's not going to work. You got to think for yourself. You can do it. 1, 2, 3, you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you really just have to restrain those other sounds. That's the hard part of this. Let's try 1 and 3. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Let's try that slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 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 2, and 3, and 4. I messed up the end of that. Let's do that one more time. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, this goes a little against some of our relaxed ankle stuff with that like strong hit, but that's okay. It's about the technique of it, or like playing with our brains. Let's do it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's hard to make that to the accent on the brush, but that's okay. Faster. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Now we're going to do the same thing, and this is the last we're doing of this before we move on to a bit of a combo. We are going to try 1, 3, right and left, 2, 4, right and left, 1, 3, right and left, 2, 4, right and left. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. That is tough. Especially because the more you do it, it almost just goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, it's easy to turn it into it like a drone on and keep the consistency in those accents. That's tough. Anyways, great job. Let's get into this combination. This is a fun one. Okay, so let's get into our combo. This is a really fun one, and we're singing almost exactly what the clarinet does in the music. It's a really, I love this song. It's a jazz standard. I know we haven't done much in the way of jazz tunes yet, but I love this song. It's called Anthropology. There's a million different versions of it. This is the version by Charlie Parker that we're dancing to today. Yeah, it sounds great. It's got a very distinctive melody, and it's a little syncopated. That was not English. I'll give you a listen to it once, just so that it makes a little bit more sense. It sounds like this. Cool, and I encourage you to listen to and check out the rest of the song. That's the part that we're going to be hitting today. It's got a long introduction before that, but that gets into it. We're going to hit... Let's start with that part. 3, 2, 1, go. Just kidding, of course. This takes step third. Yeah, so it's a riffle, step, or open third. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle, ball change. Yeah. Step third, step, shuffle. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step third, step, shuffle, ball change, scuff. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, scuff. And that scuff comes before the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it goes right with music. Ba-dee-ga-da-da, ba-dee-ga-da, ba, da-da-da, which does put that scuff before the 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's scuff, hold, step, toe, heel. 1, take it slow, we go. Step third, step, shuffle, ball change, scuff, step, toe, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step third, step, shuffle, ball change, scuff, step, toe, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step third, step, shuffle, ball change. And there's no actual snap in there, I'm just holding the beat. Faster. 1. Now also listening to it, it's a clarinet, so it's a very soft instrument that's playing ba-dee-ga-da-da, ba-dee-ba-doo, ba-da-da-da. So we want to reflect that in our dancing. I'm hitting it strong right now so you can hear it. I'm hitting... But that's not what it is. It's very light. It's very... 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very treble. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here we take a flap. It's similar to a waltz clog. Flap, shuffle, ball change. But it's not. It takes flap, shuffle, step, heel, step. Yeah, actually I think that's them. Yeah, it is. It's a little flap, shuffle, step, heel, stamp. And we're crossing that over. Flap, shuffle, dig, heel, stamp. Flap, shuffle, dig, heel, stamp. Flap, shuffle, dig, heel, stamp. Sorry, that rhythm was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. From there we take flap. This is a Jimmy Slide time step. Flap. Yeah, so this is flap. As we drop our heel, that other foot's going to slide around. And it's not going to be on the edge. It's the difference between this sound and this sound. We want that. Yeah, and then there's a little ball change. Touch heel. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm missing. There's a flap after that. Flat, heel, ball change, flat. So let's take that whole thing slow up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da di ga da da. Shuffle, ball change, stuff. Step, go heel. Flat, shuffle, do heel, snap, flat, heel. Yeah, that's flat, heel, ball change, flat. 1, top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Yeah, we're very selective about where our heels are. There's only 3 in this piece so far, or 4 if you count them. Riffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's a couple more than 3. I think there's 5, but we're selective with those heels. It is very light. Let's try that with music once. Like I said, it is a long introduction, which you'll hear, but that's okay. It's fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. One more time. Ready? Yeah. So it's kind of got this build in. 1, 2. A 1, a 2, 1, 2. Wrong button. Okay, there we go. Now, let's add on a little bit more. From there, we just finished. Sorry. This part is just quick. Brush, step, scuff, heel, snap. Brush, step, scuff, heel, snap. I'm putting that down actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's not like a bam. It's not about yelling. It's more just a little bassy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because as we get to this level, and I'm talking a lot, but as we get to this more advanced level, honestly, it's not just about the steps you do. You can do the most incredible steps in the world, and if you don't say it with meaning, if you don't say it with intent behind it, and if it's not musical, nobody cares. And that sounds very blunt, and maybe that's a little bit brutal. But at the same time, in tap, we have to think of ourselves as musicians. It always comes back to what are we saying, what are we singing. Yeah, it's like when you're speaking, you can know like this really big, long, incredibly special words, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I don't know. But regardless of your vocabulary, if you use one of those really big words and it doesn't make sense in context, and if it's wrong, you still don't sound smart. If anything, it sounds the opposite. Because you've tried to use this word and it's wrong. And it means something different than you thought, right? So it's kind of that same thing. If I use a step and I'm not saying it the way that I need to with the music, it's going to have the opposite effect we're intending. So everything we're doing here, it's all about the tonality. I'm not always going to stamp just for volume. It's not always about, right? From here, I'm going, because it's not about it's boom. We're going for that bassy tone. So just be aware of your intention and be aware of your tonality of it. We're not going for different volume here, or it is an accent, but we're not going for like a yelling volume. We're more going for like the bassy tonality of it. Just something to think of. Continuing from here. So here we've got brush, step, scuff, heel, stomp, or stamp. Brush, step, scuff, heel, stamp. 1, 2. Brush, step, scuff, heel, stamp. Brush, step, scuff, heel, stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brush, step, scuff, heel, stamp. Brush, step, scuff, heel, stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Brush, step, scuff, heel, brush, step, stamp. Yeah, so this is just brush, step, scuff, heel, brush, step, stamp. 1, just that right foot brush step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triplet. 1 and a 2, a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. That's where we're hitting 1. 1 and a 2, a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, here, step, scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, heel, ball, heel, ball, toe. Yeah. Yeah, it's fast. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's break that down. We just finished 1, 2, 3, 4. We're taking our step onto the right. So that comes right. 8, 1. Yeah. Scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, heel, ball, heel, ball, toe. So there's 6 sounds there. Scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, scuff, heel, ball, brush, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, scuff, toe. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. Yeah, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the accent is on the suck, back, back, like on the brush, scuff, all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm being very intentional about making the rest of my sounds a little quieter, just to match that clarinet. Let's go from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1. That's E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's only like 50% faster than that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Yeah, it's spicy. Apparently my favorite word. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. From the top. Little under tempo, then faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and we're halfway done. That's not too bad, right? One more time. Faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Cool, how do we do? Yeah, one more time and then with music. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I messed that up. Let's do that one more time for my benefit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that it's just so fast at the end. But that's okay, let's try that with music. Yeah, so it's got that long introduction. It's all the instruments coming in, I love it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we've heard it, do that one more, or just listen to it once. I'm going to rewind it here. Got my Bluetooth keyboard rocking. Just listen to it and see if you can hear our rhythm in it. I'll scat it. Yeah? Let's do it one more time, and then we'll move on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Hopefully we're doing well. We're halfway done. And yeah, that's the fastest part. 1. This next part comes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, just really syncopated. It's really uneven. So we just finished. And we are getting into a bit of a swing step. It's kind of a repeat of the beginning rhythm. This goes brush, big, heel, stomp, brush, step, stomp, stomp. Yeah? I go, you go. Third, or close third, or a slurp, depending what you call it. Third, brush, step, heel, stomp, brush, step, stomp, stomp. Ba-ba-ba-dee-gu-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And it's very swung. Third, brush, step, heel, stomp, brush, step. Take it slow. Third, brush, step, heel, stomp, brush, step, stomp. 3, 4. Last time. From there, I'm sneaking that heel down just for balance. As long as it doesn't make a sound, it's fine. From there, I'm doing what I call a snatch. So I'm picking up and I'm pulling back. It's like I'm grabbing off the floor. I'm stretching my leg, shifting back my hip, and my ankle's relaxing and coming down. It's not a pickup. It's just up. It's like doing a slap, but from the floor. Yeah? Up, 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 ball change. And that's taking like a nice picture up, ball change with the cross. Trying to make as many of those pictures as we can. Oh, sorry, that's not right. Brush, step, stop, brush. Yeah, ba ba dee ga da ga da ba 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba ba dee ba ba da ba ba change. From there, because we just did right left ball change, this comes in just after 1. 1 toe, huffle lap, first step, stump rush, step toe, huffle lap, ball change. This is kind of a variation on a swing step with a toe hop lap. Toe, huffle lap, brush step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1. Toe, huffle lap, brush step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Toe, stomp, brush, step, toe, huffle lap, ball change. So that's stomp, brush, step, toe, huffle lap, ball change. Sounds like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 toe, huffle lap, brush, step, stomp, brush, step, toe, huffle lap, ball change. 1 2, 3, 4. 1 toe, huffle lap, brush, step, stomp, brush, step, toe, huffle lap, ball change. Little slower. 2, 3, 4. 1 toe, huffle lap, brush, step, stomp, brush, step, toe, huffle lap, ball change. There's no heel on that, because then we go, oh, 1. Yeah, so we get into that heel, so we need it free. Let's go from the beginning of this new part slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we take out that flap? Just toe hop step. Toe hop step. So that's 1. Yeah, it's just gonna open it up a little bit. That part one more time. 1, 2, toe. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Cool. New part. Sorry. Da ga da ba ding. 1. Okay, this goes heel toe, heel step, heel toe, heel step. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Heel toe, heel, heel, heel. Brush step, toe, heel, flap. So that's a 1, a 2, a a 3, a 4, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Heel toe, heel step, heel toe, heel step, heel toe, heel, brush step, toe, heel, flat. 2, 3, slow. 1, 2, oh sorry, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? That comes from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah? From there. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's that. I like that with that little hop in there. It changes the rhythm a little bit, but in a beautiful way. In my opinion. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, toe. Let's finish this quickly. This goes. This is a flam. So I'm scuffing on my left foot at the same time as I'm stepping on my right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just open. Yeah. And it's gonna feel almost slidey, like out. I'm sliding on that foot, and then scuffing. Brush step, toe heel, ball change. Then we take the same thing the other way. Only it's coming from behind, so it's my right foot scuffing now. Da, da, da. Yeah, and at the end is just scuff, step, toe, step. Is that scuff and heel happening at the same time? Now try not to flam it like I just did. I just went where it was 2 sounds. You want it to sound like 1. So that end part sounds like this. Okay, let's try that one more time, that end part. Flam, brush step, toe, ball change, flam, brush step, toe. Scuff, flam, brush step, toe, ball change, scuff, flam, step, toe, step. A flam, by the way, comes from percussion. It's when one stick hits right after the other, they go boom, boom. In this case, we're trying to bring it together, but it's a slight variation. 1, 2, 3, we go. Bam, brush step, toe, ball change, scuff, step, toe, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 da. Okay, beginning of the new part. Sorry. Take it under tempo. 1. Yeah, and it's really pretty with the music. Let's try that part faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't perfect on that. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm doing a different version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the whole thing once, and then we'll go and we'll try it with music. Now, whole thing, no music, under tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's try that one more time. Little bit faster. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, full speed. Good luck. It's fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's spicy. That's quick. I know that's tough. Now, just before we do it with music, and while my speaker power is on, I want to mention too, we're going to do it one more time, and I want us to try making sure that we're now going back to that nice, beautiful shading of it. Sing it. Yeah, don't just dance it, sing it. Okay, let's try it. A 1, without music, full speed. Instead of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now, just before we do it with music, I always like to take a second to say thank you for continuing to watch our videos, for continuing to dance with us. It's pretty cool. We've reached a crazy number of people. At last note, I think we've touched almost 70,000 people we've reached, which is totally insane to me. Yeah, so thank you so much for continuing to dance with us. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and always there's lots more to come. There's another guest class coming this Wednesday, and lots more guest teachers, lots more with me. But yeah, thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to follow, like, share, do everything. And I'd love to see even more of our videos. I'd love to see, even if it's not perfect, it's never about perfection. It's always about progression, yes? Anyways, thank you so much. Let's dance it twice together, and then we will shave in a haircut and call it a day. Here we go. If it would play. Let's turn it up a little bit. Why not? Yeah? Get ready for it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's quick. That might have been quicker than I said it was. Okay, we're gonna do it one last time, but I hope you appreciate how it's totally with the music. Yeah? Here, I think we have time to do it. If you want, I'll do it twice more. If you want to listen to it once, that might help you out. I'll even turn up the music a little bit more so it can really be heard. Just really listen to it, feel how it connects. So just listen once, or you can dance. 1, 2, 1. This one. I like this one a lot. Oops, oh God. I like this one a lot. Let's do it one last time, then we'll take 3 breaths in, right arm up and down, shaving a haircut, and that'll be the end of class for today. Thank you again for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I hope you had as much fun doing it as I had fun recording this. What am I even saying? Here we go. Okay, ready? Last time, no pressure. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in, out, in, out, shaving a haircut.